Hey guys, it's Callie with Bookshelf Banter, and I'm excited to bring you another review. This time it's a book called A Shimmer of Angels. It's by Lisa Basso, and it's coming out in early 2013, January, February. And I am really excited about this book because it's actually one of the first books that Month 9 Books is publishing ever. And it is, it's just kind of refreshing compared to some of the darker stuff that I tend to read in YA. Here's the cover. It's actually on my iPad. I'm hoping that you can all catch a good glimpse of it. I read the ebook, and the cover's gorgeous. And I have to say that as far as the cover goes, it really didn't tie in too much to the story for me. Now, of course, this picture of this girl, she does look very similar to what the main character Ray looks like, or is described to look like in the book. But like the title says, the book is all about angels. There's good angels, there's bad angels, and then there are even some angels that are right there in the middle. And poor Ray is stuck with seeing all of them, and everyone thinks she's crazy. So you have this teenage girl that has just been through some horrendous things as far as being involved in going to mental institutions or clinics, and she also has to take antipsychotic drugs at some point. And anyway, she's being reintroduced into her normal life, and what's so sad is that she lost her mother, a few years back, and so her normal life really isn't even normal. I love Ray for the simple fact that she really is all about proving everyone else wrong when it comes to her strength or lack thereof, because that's what everyone tends to think of her, is that she's just not strong, whether it's mental, emotionally, and then even physically. And she just wants to prove everyone that she is strong. So in the process of Ray really trying to get her life back, she meets this other student, a new student at her school named Cam, and when he walks into the classroom, he has wings. It's kind of crazy. She's the only one that can see them. And a little bit later, there's this other angel, and his name is Cade, and he walks into the diner that she works at. So as you can imagine, she thinks she's getting better, and then all of a sudden she starts to see wings again, and things just kind of go awry. As far as the book is concerned, the first 11 chapters were a little tough for me to get through just because there's a lot of backstory going on. What I can sum up in, essentially 2 minutes. The fact that it takes 11 chapters for those people that read a book simply to get caught in the first few chapters, you do have to read a little bit further. But once I got to that 11th chapter, I was hooked. I really, really, really love this idea of angels in our world walking around and kind of protecting people. And what's so interesting about this is that it kind of explores the idea of fallen angels and what happens to an angel when they fall and why they might fall. So as far as the book goes, I'm giving it 3.5 books on the bookshelf. It's really close to 4 books. If it had caught me a little bit earlier, say around chapter 5, I probably would be giving this book 4 books on the bookshelf. And the thing is that now that I'm hooked and now that there's some action happening, I really do think that in the next book, I might see, the potential there for 5 books on the bookshelf, because these characters, not only do we read about their past, but they are growing into this really unknown future. And I kind of like the idea of not knowing what's going to happen at all, because I don't want to give away the ending, but it's not too much of a cliffhanger. I will say that because you know how much I hate those, and I really didn't want to have to throw my iPad when I was finished reading it. You know how that goes. So I say 3 books, 3.5 books on the bookshelf, because a 3-book is good, and a 3.5 is better than good. A 4-book is great. A 5-book is you better read it or I'm gonna have to hurt you. So 3.5 books, it's better than good. You're really gonna love it, especially if you love angel books. I'm trying to think of a few like Hush Hush or just books out there that that are about angels. If you love them, you're going to love this. And for those of you that don't necessarily like angel books, I really do think you'll like this because of the element of there being dark, fallen angels. And then, of course, there's Cam and Cade. Can't go wrong with them. So I hope that you guys will go get it. It is A Shimmer of Angels by Lisa Basso. Like I said, it's beautiful. And it'll look really pretty on your bookshelf or on your Nook or on your iPad. And along with that, it's a good book. It's a really good book. So I hope you'll go get it. And I will come back soon with another review.